Like, I send a Ditto over to your PC, and you're like, hey, let's see what this Charizard can do. What is going on, everybody? It is me, gamma153, and today I'm bringing you a video. I like to call this one of my opinion videos. I might do them every now and then, just talking about what's new on the internet, what's popular, what's trending, and today I even brought in a guest to help me out with this. Let me give a warm welcome to my friend Austin. He's over here chilling in the corner. You might hear his voice from time to time. I might bring the camera over to him. Just like that. But who knows, I might get lazy. So, anyway, topic that's been on everybody's conversation list is Pokemon Sun and Moon. At least everybody that I know has been talking about it. And personally, I'm going to say this, I'm really not as hyped as I'd like to be on it. And that's only because I could bring up a couple examples here. One is, it doesn't seem like they're coming up with any new creative ideas for the Pokemon. Like, I understand that bird that I showed you that changes types depending on what region you find it in. That wasn't it. That was about the only cool new Pokemon I'd say that I'd actually try to catch. Other than that, Mimikyu is just a ghost with a Pikachu cloth over it, and that's actually kind of more depressing than a real Pokemon. Like, I don't know. What do you think, personally?
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like...
What do you think about Executor?
That's just
I just thought of that.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I feel like they're running out of ideas fast.
Not to mention, like, I get that it's a tropical land, it's supposed to look like a palm tree, but that could have just been it. You could have just made it a palm tree. I wouldn't have cared about that. But the fact that you took it a step further and you made it a dragon type, do you know how much that's going to change the game to where I'm not going to want to play? I'm going to be so used to fighting an Executor as a grass type, and I'm going to go, oh, okay, I can just send out a fire type. Dragon types are weak to fire, or they're strong against fire. So it's going to do normal damage, if anything. It's not going to be super effective. Kind of just
What is strong against dragon?
Dragon, ice, and I think fairy. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't like fairy types, and they've added so many of those into that game. And I don't like it, personally. It kind of ruins the game, because now Clefairy and Clefable, they're fairy types now. And I still haven't memorized what's good against fairy. Unless they make it to where it's like something like, there's a light type now, or something like that. I think actually that's what it's supposed to be. It's like, now it's fairy and dark. Light versus dark, I think. I don't know. Like I said, personally, I just don't like it. Anyway, so, no, back to Executor. This thing literally looks goofy. I'm looking it up right now. It's the...
Right now?
You start searching Alola, and the very first thing that shows up on Google is Executor. And I love that. That's funny. But, no, if you can see this, I don't know if you can. Yeah, the lighting sucks. Basically, this thing is a regular Executor. The feet are the same, the body's the same, and then the neck just kind of shoots up just about 5 feet into the air, and it looks painful. Maybe that's why the middle head looks like it's screaming. It's just like in pain. They've been torturing the poor damn thing. But yeah, I don't like that. And there's a lot of people that do like the game and respect, mainly to trade over their old Pokemon over to the new one, and that's fine. I personally don't like it just because it seems very different. I do like some of the new forms, like Ninetales and Vulpix look great. I think it's an awesome idea that you made them an ice type and an ice fairy. That's pretty cool. But then you got the Sandshrew and Sandslash typing, and they're ice and steel. You're super, super vulnerable to both fire, ground, and I think maybe grass for ice types, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's the other way around. But for fire and ground, you're gone. And there's an entire island devoted to fire, I think. So I wouldn't go bringing my Sandslash into that area, let alone maybe that Ninetales. But you know what I wish what they did was I wish they made another Evolution. Honestly. Like, he's just over here playing on his iPod he doesn't care about.
I'm doing research, asshole.
Right. No, like, personally, I wish they did another Evolution. That would have been cool. Like, I would love a rock type Evolution. Just imagine, like, you find it on the mountains or something like that. It's fighting a Geodude. All of a sudden, this thing just rock slides the hell out of it. That'd be cool. Yeah, I know. It's not very effective in the games, but my logic. But no, I think that'd be pretty cool. So I don't know. Am I excited for the game? Not really. Am I gonna buy it? Sure, I guess. Just to complete a Pokédex again, see what they came up with. I might buy it, but right now I'm not completely sold on the whole new idea that they're doing. So I think it's definitely worth checking out. Personally, I don't see any of my favorites on that whole thing, though. Like, I was very much a Gen 4 guy. I loved the Sinnoh region. You know, you could give me Piplup, Chimchar, Turtwig. I loved those starters. I loved Team Galactic just because I thought they were the most interesting. I loved the legendaries, honestly, except for Mesprit. I didn't like Mesprit. But I liked Azelf and Uxie. Darkrai was in that game. Arceus is where they introduced that one. I thought that was pretty tight.
Alright, so it says, for attack purposes.
Oh, we were just debating about this, by the way. He collects, like, all female-type Pokemon. I collect all male types. Yes, I'm sexist, if you want to say that. Not really.
Misogynist.
Yeah, I'm a misogynist when I play Pokemon. The boy types are better. We were just talking about, hey, you know, bring that Ditto over. We'll see what that mouth do.
But fairy types are super effective against fighting, dragon, and dark.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a light and dark.
Not very effective against fire, poison, and steel.
Poison? That's okay. That's a random type to be weak against.
And then dragon type Pokemon are moves. Dragon moves are the only moves that have no effect on fairy type.
So it's basically super vulnerable. In a way. I don't know.
Pretty much.
I don't think I like
dragon type Pokemon, you only throw them dragon moves, you're fucked.
It's just like when you fight a Ninjask. You remember those? Oh my gosh, I hated those. It's like I think it was an ability that it had that you could only attack it if it was a super effective move.
Yeah.
And my Empoleon, I forgot Drill Peck right before that fight, and I could have just KO'd it easily. Instead, I wanted to learn Hydro Pump because I'm a tool.
Right.
So, yeah, I always picked Empoleon, by the way. Gen 4, like I said.
And then moves that are not very effective against fairy type are fighting, bug, and dark.
That's weird.
And then the types
What about
that are
Ghost?
super effective against fairy Pokemon are poison and steel.
So Ghost just has no affiliation, that just does normal damage then. Okay. See, I can get behind that, because I usually use Ghost types, too. Like, okay, typically, I know I wanted to create, like, a smooth transition to this, but I'm just going to say screw it, and I'm not even editing this. You're going to know I wanted to do transitions and everything, make this kind of flow. No, I'm going to say this right now. 6 Pokemon I always pick for my team, and I can name them right off the bat, if not maybe 5, because one's always an HM slave. We all have one. But that's what they're called. That's what they're called. You just give, like, a worthless piece of shit level 3 Pokemon that moves Cut, Surf, Fly, whatever the fuck you want, and it's only for one Pokemon. My Geodude in Pokemon Pearl literally knows Rock Smash, Strength, Rock Climb, and I think, what was another one that I can learn? I think that was it, honestly, because then it just knows Defense Curl. I just kept that on there. I'm like, if I ever get in a fight and I just need to tank a few hits. Yawning. Anyway, but no. 6 Pokemon I always have on my team. And are we going to do this regardless of generation, or do I have to pick from just one generation?
Just pick some games.
Okay. So 6 Pokemon I always have in my team if I transfer them. I always have to have Luxray. He's my go-to. He's always going to be the strongest Pokemon on my team, hands down. Then I gotta have Heracross, favorite Gen 2, Gen 3 Pokemon that I found out in the wild. Loved him ever since. Bug and Fighting. I mean, you can't beat that. Your only real weakness, I'd say, other than Fire, is Flying. I can't think of any others at the moment, but he doesn't have a lot of weaknesses that I've encountered. Then, after that, I gotta have Empoleon. Like I said, just if I had to pick a starter, it's gotta be that one. I don't really like any of the others. Maybe Charizard, I'd argue, but, you know, who's really
I typically always chose the water starter.
Yeah, exactly, because they usually look the coolest. Now, don't get me wrong, in the newest game, I'm picking that Owl. That looks cool. Not gonna lie. Because I saw a leaked footage of what the actual evolution looks like. And it's like an archer with, like, a hood, everything like that. Its wing opens up to be a bow, and I'm like, okay, kind of sick. I would kind of like to have Robin Hood, but no, okay. Luxray, Heracross, Empoleon. Gotta have a Gengar. Favorite ghost type, hands down. Love him. He's just creepy, and I think they said he's supposed to be like a dead Clefairy, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want that? Then, if you have to pick a legendary, like, okay, I'm going to say this. In our team, you have to pick one legendary that you love the most, that you would usually put on your team if you wanted it. I would have to say my favorite legendary I'd put on my team is either Dialga from Gen 4 or Zapdos from Gen 1. It's either one of those. I don't like Mew or Mewtwo too much. Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza kind of ruined it for me in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby because it's so easy to get them. Like, I caught Rayquaza with an Ultra Ball. I kid you not. And I just caught Palkia and Pearl. I kid you not. My DSI is sitting right here behind me. I just caught Palkia on Pearl with an Ultra Ball first try. It was the easiest thing ever. But Dialga would definitely be my legendary if I had to have one. And then, yeah, usually I'll have like... Oh, no, wait, I'll take that back. My 6 Pokemon I have to have is Floatzel. Because I can teach it Surf and Waterfall, but it's not my HM Slave. They're 2 really good Water-type moves, and they have decent power points. So, yeah, I'd say I like to have more Water types on my team than Electric, but... I don't know. See, it's like when I start off with Luxray, it's like, oh, my electric types I like. I got a whole list of that. But what about you? What is typically your 6 that you always pick? Or if you could have your ideal 6 Pokemon in your team?
That's a good question. I mean, I typically...
Okay, I'll say this. Who's your starter? Because everybody has their starter on their team. I'm yawning a lot today. Holy shit.
And that just depends on the... Like, which game I'm playing.
I was about to say, there's no restriction, really.
Right, but, depending on the game and how the starter looks, will depend on what type I choose. Because, like, I really didn't choose...
Well, I know your answer for one region for sure. The Hoenn region. I know your answer there. It's my answer. At least, no, wait, you pick Blaziken, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I always pick Sceptile. Never mind.
No,
I always pick Trico. That's my dude.
Yeah, I took Torchic all the way.
Torchic's the easiest one
like
to level.
But if I'm playing in the Kanto region, I always pick Squirtle.
See, I don't pick Squirtle for that reason. It's like they made Leaf Green and Fire Red so easy for Bulbasaur to just tank. So I take Bulbasaur and I've got him to like Venusaur by the 3rd gym. It's easy.
That's what I did. But I wanted a challenge. So I picked
You want a challenge, dude? Pick Charmander. Holy crap. You are sitting in Misty's gym with a Charmeleon level 35, and you still haven't beat that fucking Starmie. I gotta keep my voice down. There's other people in the house. But no, dude. Oh my gosh. Misty's gym pissed me off with a Charmander. I hated it. It sucked. But... that's my spiel. So, okay. Let's say you had every single region's Pokemon except for 5 and 6. Those gens. You have generations 1 through 4, their starters, laid out right in front of you. Which starter would you pick for your team?
Damn.
Because let's be real here. Gen 5 and 6 starters, they weren't the best. I know Greninja, everybody likes that Water Frog, and personally I liked Samurott from Gen 5, but I wouldn't go picking them as my actual starters. Personal opinion. Except I gotta admit, dude, that move Razor Shell was pretty tight. Anyway, so. Well, you might as well scoot in here now that you're moving.
I probably have to go with all 4 gen, all starters.
Yeah, Kanto, Johto, Ho, and Sinnoh.
Remind me of the Johto region.
Johto was
the
Totodile, Cyndaquil, and Chikorita. You only picked Chikorita in that game because you thought it was cute.
Hell yeah, I did. That's my choice right there.
Chikorita?
Yeah, that's my choice.
Okay, so you got Chikorita as your starter. Obviously, then what 5 Pokemon would you pick for your team? This This one could be not gender fluid. I was about to say gender fluid. No, this one could be region fluid. So you can pick any region Pokemon. I just don't like to count the starters personally.
What the fuck?
Okay, he's looking up something else.
No,
I'm yawning
No,
like
look at
hell.
this.
I don't know why.
look at this.
What?
What the hell is this?
That's Charizard's Mega Evolution. I don't like it.
This is Mega X, and then
Yeah, I gave it shiny, I think.
Mega Y.
Oh yeah, X and Y's Mega Evolutions were different. I liked X's better. Personally, X and Y I liked, and I had a Delphox that I started with, but it was so easy to level them up. I beat the Pokemon League first try, and I'm like, no, that's supposed to be a challenge. My Delphox was level 78, tanked everything. Everything. And I'm like, okay, this was easy.
I forget which one I chose.
Well, there was Delphox, there was that stupid tree tortoise thing, I don't know. I honestly don't remember what were the Gen 6 starters? Can you look those up? Because I feel bad. I don't remember them. I know the Froakie was one, I think. That little water frog ended up being a fucking ninja. And then, yeah, Delphox was the last of all form of the fire type. That's the only reason I remember it. Yawning again.
That's the one I chose.
Which one? Yeah, you chose the same one as me. What was it called? Fennekin. That was it. Fennekin.
Yeah, I did choose.
Oh,
Fennekin.
duh! Why didn't I think of that? It's a Fennec fox.
And then since we pre-ordered it, we bought the game before a certain date.
That's right. We got that Torchic for free.
I also got that Torchic.
It got the speed boost
That's
on
my
it.
dude though.
It got the speed boost on it. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Mega Blaziken is pretty sick looking.
And I'm not gonna lie, every single one of my Pokemon were dramatically lower level than that Blaziken because I literally tanked with that Blaziken.
I'm not gonna, dude. I'll pull up my Pokemon not Y, Alpha Sapphire right now, and I'll show you just my Pokemon. They're nuts. I already beat the Pokemon League like 5 times.
My 3DS.
Really? Dude, like, so far mine's still intact. I got the tiny one though, cause I'm a bitch.
I had the tiny one too.
Yeah, I know we're bitches, because apparently everybody has an XL now, and it's like, oh, you gotta get with the program.
It's cheaper.
It's like, okay, first of all, $199, I think, is what I paid for this. $199, which I still think is overpriced for a little handheld gaming system like this. Handhelds, I'm sorry, I'm not as big a fan. I got a PS4 sitting right back here. It's fine by me. I'd rather spend $300 on that thing than $299 on the next one of these. Just saying. See, now this has just gone into a rant. And, okay, I'm going to say this. We've been recording for 17 minutes and 50 seconds now. And just for watching this entire video, thank you for your patience. I'm going to say that right now. But we've gotten into this rant. Pokegear creator for Pokemon? Heck yeah, download that. We'll have some fun with that later. Anyway, but I will say this. I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. It's been pretty long. Thank you guys for joining us and for hearing our opinions. Feel free to post your opinions down in the comments. I'd love to hear about what you guys think about the new Pokemon game. Go ahead and list your 6 Pokemon off. I'd love to see what you guys think. If you think my list is a little too weak on some ends, feel free to tell me, and, well, we'll talk about it. And just like I said, thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, there's always a like button down below, and right next to that, there's a red button. If you subscribe to that, you can see when I'm going to be on next, when my next video is. I stream on PlayStation all the time. You can watch me on there. Gamatron Trolls on Twitch. Hit me up. Again, thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good day. Peace out. Boop!